So, in our beta tester class in chapter 5, we talked about alternative ways to buy Bitcoin. And I would like to take this a step further and show you how you can use Bisq, which is a decentralized exchange, where we need to search. It's called Bisq Easy. Search for that, and you'll find here the link. We will go to downloads, check all the downloads, scroll down. We want Bisq 2. I'm running on a Mac, so I will click on this little DMG pointer and that will prompt a download. I'll download this app to my drive and install it. It's almost finished. Once I've done it, I'll decompress. I've already done this step. I will skip this, and once I have this downloaded, I will open the Bisq app, and once it's running, which takes a little bit of time, there we go. It's going to start the network. Connecting to this peer-to-peer, it takes a little bit of time. There we go. So this was rather quick. You can watch this video here, which gives you an overview of how this works. But we are going to go straight in, and we're going to go to this part here and start the trade wizard. We want to buy Bitcoin. Here we can select the currency. You see there's 69 offers and 58 are actually online. If we look for the Swiss franc, scroll down this list, we will see that there is not much going on with the Swiss franc. There's just one pair, which is probably not the best way to start out. So we're going to leave this in euros. And I will make a test amount of 100. Go to next. Say I want to do a SEPA transfer, which is free of cost. You can obviously have all these other possibilities, but for now we will work with SEPA, and we will see we get 4 users that offer services, and the corresponding price here, we'll see that this guy has 5 stars, the best rating. It's the second best rating, and he has also actually quite a nice price, 90,739. So I would like to go quickly to CoinGecko and say I want to know what is the Bitcoin price in euros right now. 82,000. So if I go back to Bisq, whoops, there we go, 82 to 90. If I want to know, I'll quickly bring up my calculator here and say 82 divided by 90. So that's 91%. The original price. So that's roughly a 9% upgrade. If I take 1 away, so this is 0.08, which is 8.8% higher price, because he offers this as a privacy-focused solution, and I'm happy to pay that surplus. I would like to confirm this trade, so I'm going to say confirm trade. Please get in touch with the trade peer at Open Trades. You will find further information for the next step over there. Be sure to regularly check the Bisq application for new messages from your trade peer. Show trade in Open Trades. Okay, they asked me to open the trade guide. I have understood. So let me go on. So now I'm asked to fill in my Bitcoin address, but I don't have one created because I'm obviously going to use a new Bitcoin address and not the Bitcoin address I'm using for KYC exchanges like Bitpanda. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new BTC receiving address that, as we looked at this procedure, just follow that and make sure you get that address, and we'll come back to this point once we've finished. So now I have entered my Bitcoin address and confirmed that, and I'm waiting for the seller's payment account data. We'll see how quickly this responds. We will continue as soon as I get some notification of this information. So here we are again. We've received this message. As you can see here, we're going down this list of steps. We're at the fiat payment step. I'm still sending 100 euros, and this is my ID I will add to the payment. And this is the message from the seller. Hello, please find the payment instructions for trade ID 03E blah blah blah. You see, this is the same number. Let me know if you have any questions. Critical: in the payment reference, enter only the trade ID below. Do not mention BTC or crypto. This is required for automated processing and helps prevent any delays with your trade. Then we get these details. And for the fastest payment, use SEPA Instant, 1-day trade. If it fails, use standard SEPA, up to 6 days. BTC is sent within 24 hours, blah, 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 blah. So I will proceed now and go over to my payment app and make that SEPA transfer. And once I've done that, I'll come back here to confirm that I made the payment. So bear with me while I do that. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so here we go. I did my payment, my SEPA payment to the information I received in this message. So I click on confirm payment. And now we obviously need to wait until the seller confirms receipt of payment. So here we go again. I check back in my account and I see that I actually have received this Bitcoin payment. While here it says the seller has started the Bitcoin payment. You get the transaction ID here and the amount that was promised up here. So this seems all okay. I just go over to my Ledger Live and you see I have this amount 0.0011 blah 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 Bitcoin received into my Ledger hardware to my address that I provided. I go back into the Bisq application. I click on next. And this has taken 5 days and 5 hours. So you can see this guy has sent me the details. I initiated a euro payment, and a couple of days later, November 14th, I guess that was a Friday. So on the 18th, I said, I would really like to know what is going on. He said that SEPA might take 6 days, so I was not too concerned. And the good reputation here was really not reason for concern. I made that transfer on 14/11, so was wondering if it has arrived. And hello again a day later. And then Stray Origin had confirmed that was actually today at 5:21. Initiated the Bitcoin transfer with this transaction ID and then has left the trade because everything is complete. If I close this again, I will go here and I will also confirm that this has been done and we can close this trade. Your trade has been completed. You can now close the trade or back up the trade data on your computer if needed. Once the trade is closed, all data related to the trade are gone. If I want to back up, export trade data, yeah, why not? You know, this is not a bad idea. I will just store this in a secret place to make sure it doesn't get lost, so I can always backtrack what I've done. You never know what's going to happen in the future, so once I've done this, I confirm close trade because I have saved all the data, and that's it. I don't have any more open trades, and that's where this little trading exercise comes to an end. I like Bisq. So yeah, that's it from my end. If you're interested in more of these videos, you can check out Hodl is the next one. There's many more to come, so feel free to have a look at those videos and see which platform of these decentralized exchanges you like most. That's it. Be well, and hope you're getting hands on your Bitcoin as much as possible. Take care. See you soon.